wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece. Wanna see.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And look at this, right away a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage, second down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this to the 32.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. begin on the ground with Kamara. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Now Williams running left. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Running left is Miller. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
So if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 3rd and 6. They try the left side here with Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Here's the occasional ball carrier. It's Taysom Hill. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now Carr. Rolling to his right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Jamal Williams for 4 yards out. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. That's going deep for Bateman. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and it forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there, because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does, and delivers a first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Fights off the defender. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Jackson now. That's going deep for Bateman. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 10-0 lead, you figure they won't try to do anything foolish here. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
steps away. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Hardy set to return. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
A check down here for Henry.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. $10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think it was that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
That's good for the Saints.
Now Carr. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end.
He's into space past the 25.
And down to the 19-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Perry, the man in motion. Here's Carr now, going to fake the jet sweep and throw off play action.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
try to pound it in. Kamara. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Oh, look at this play call. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Fights loose. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line.
Taken down by Pete Warner.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And taken right at the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw.
He completes it to Olave.
Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
28 yards. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Groupie for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
Second and 10.
action. Now Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Kamara try the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Miller.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 47 yards. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they'd have to get this one. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Carr going to look to throw.
This one swung out to Williams. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! First of the row from 6 yards away. And the Saints are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
The point after, good by Groupie.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go play action with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They looked like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back.
Welcome back, Marlena.
One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. It sound like we drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be dope. Back on the rims, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to my, to that ripping off Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Average on me, I'm
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from the Superdome.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They're going to run with Taysom Hill. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler. And that one complete.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
It's Hill, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Into the hands of Perry, complete.
And the gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
And his kick here is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were currently hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Allen. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up the head of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Allen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alontae Taylor. Down the right sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they knock it, it turns into 6 points here. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Cook again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
A give to Williams, running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
To the air is Rattler.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright, and the lead will hold at 10.
This is always a tricky angle for a right-footed kicker because he's trying to draw it to the center of the uprights, but instead he pushes it to the right, and it's no good.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll go play action here with Rattler.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jerome Johnson, 31 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that makes our score 17-0.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Finding Knox there, complete. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 26 yards.
And the Bills are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Sliding out of the pocket.
There's Chris Olave.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready?
Rattler working out of the gun.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Rattler. Olave holds it in.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. They'll go. Here's Rattler.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A final shot before half for Allen.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
Allen going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10.
Allen now looks to throw. Little pitch and kick, and I think the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, gonna throw it. And that is kind of running up incomplete. So they tried to hit him with something you don't see too often. But it doesn't work out.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down.
Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Room here to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Give to Cook out of the gun. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To the air, Allen. And his throw here is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. But now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.